Hi everyone, let's grow together in Bible. It's never too late, so cheer up and let's jump into it.
In the beginning, before the wind first whispered across the waters, before time ticked its very first second, there was only God. No sky, no sea, no sun, no stars, not even the silence of the void, only the divine voice echoing across eternity. Then the voice spoke. Let there be light, and there was light. It cut through the darkness like a sword, splitting the void into day and night. God saw it, and it was good. With each passing day, he formed a masterpiece. Skies above and waters below. Dry ground rose like sleeping giants. Mountains, rivers, deserts, and meadows came to life. He spoke again, and vegetation sprung up from the earth, lush, green, wild with beauty. Then the stars were scattered like diamonds across the velvet sky. The moon took its place, and the sun burned bright in glory. He filled the skies with birds, the waters with fish, the land with animals of every kind. From the mightiest lion to the smallest ant, each perfectly crafted by his will. Then, on the sixth day, he paused, and he did something he hadn't done with anything else. He got personal. Let us make man in our image, in our likeness. So from the dust of the ground, God formed a figure, lifeless at first. But then he leaned in and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And just like that, man became a living soul. His name was Adam. God placed Adam in a paradise beyond imagination, the Garden of Eden. It was a sanctuary of beauty, peace, and perfect harmony. Rivers flowed with crystal waters. Trees stretched high into the heavens, bearing fruit of every kind. And in the center of the garden stood two trees. One was the tree of life. The other, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And God gave a command. You may freely eat from any tree in the garden, but from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day you eat of it, you shall surely die. But still, Adam was alone. So God caused a deep sleep to fall upon him. From his side he took a rib, and from it he formed woman. When Adam saw her, his heart leapt. This at last, he said, is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. Her name was Eve. Together they walked with God in the cool of the day. There was no fear, no shame, just love, trust, innocence. But lurking in the shadows was the serpent, cunning, deceitful, twisted with ancient hate. He approached the woman with a question that echoed with doubt. Did God really say, "You must not eat from any tree in the garden"? Eve replied, "We may eat the fruit of the trees, but God said we must not eat from the tree in the middle of the garden or touch it, or we will die." The serpent smiled and whispered a deadly lie. You will not surely die. God knows that when you eat it, your eyes will be opened. You will be like God, knowing good and evil. Eve looked at the fruit. It was beautiful, desirable, and in a single moment, trust in God was replaced with trust in herself. She took the fruit, and she ate. She gave some to Adam, who was with her, and he ate too. In that moment, everything changed. Their eyes were opened, but instead of wisdom came shame. They realized they were naked. They sewed fig leaves together to hide from each other, and from God. Then they heard him, walking in the garden, and they hid. Adam, where are you? God's voice was not angry. It was sorrowful, wounded. Adam stepped forward and said, I heard you, and I was afraid. The creator of the universe had been betrayed by the very ones he loved most. God asked, Have you eaten from the tree I commanded you not to eat? Adam blamed Eve. Eve blamed the serpent. And the serpent, he just smiled. God's heart broke, but justice had to come. To the serpent, he declared a curse. To the woman, pain in childbirth. To the man, sweat and toil, and to both, exile from Eden. But even then, even in judgment, God gave hope. He spoke of one who would come, a descendant of the woman, who would crush the serpent's head. It was a promise, a prophecy, a whisper of redemption yet to come. Adam and Eve were driven from the garden. A flaming sword guarded the entrance. They would never walk there again. But God did not abandon them. He clothed them with garments of skin, shedding the first blood as a symbol, a foreshadow of the ultimate sacrifice. And though the paradise was lost, the story was just beginning. This is the story of Adam and Eve, the beginning of mankind, the fall that echoed through generations, and the first whisper of a savior.
Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more.